Hey, what's up, YouTube? Gemini just 13 here. Coming at you with a Boston Logan International Airport update. Been having some rail malfunctions over the last few days. I made all my videos for San Juan, Boston, Atlanta, CLT, LGB, but the problem is YouTube and I were not. YouTube was not really wanting to cooperate with me too well. So what happened is I'm just going to use YouTube Capture now. I deleted my Boston video just so I can make this and just explain it. Just be a little easier, so it's not like I just upload and then not have a reason for anything. And then, I've been sick the last couple days, so a little cold, but that's the reason I waited long so my voice could clear up a little bit. Anyway, so this is Boston Logan International Airport, my model airport of it. This was fun to make as a very huge JetBlue fan. The only problem is that the lack of, obviously there's no E190s to buy from Gemini jets, and that just makes everything look a little bit weird. But we got plenty of A320s. We have 11 JetBlue models here. So everything goes accordingly how everything's set up in Boston terminal. Not the specific layout, because the mat is obviously not is not capable of making an airport like Boston. But I do have everything set up, and everything's coordinated with what airline would park at what area. You get the point. So anyways, this half right here is just basically representing Terminal C, and then the other side is Terminal E. And then you can figure out the rest, like A and B with Delta and United, with Alaska, and then the other one, U.S. Airways American and Virgin America Spirit. Anyways, let's get started with 15 left, 15 left. Here's a JetBlue A320. This is the window pane tail with nonstop service to Las Vegas. Here's a United A320 with nonstop service to Washington Dulles. Southwest 737 Shamu with service to Baltimore. Here's a Spirit A319 with service to Fort Lauderdale. And then here is a JetBlue Mosaic A3. I'm gonna go on the other side. A320, just so we can get some sunlight here. A320 with nonstop service to Orlando. This flight 1351. And that's not a current flight number, but it will be a current flight number very soon, I believe. Here's a U.S. Airways A320 with nonstop service to Charlotte Douglas International Airport. AirTran Airways 717 with service to Akron, Canton. Here's a Southwest 737-300 with service to Nashville. And the U.S. Airways Express -8100 with service to Syracuse. And then it'll come back from Syracuse to Boston and head out to Rochester. JetBlue 10th anniversary. Pushing back right now for a quick flight to New York, John F. Kennedy. And after John F. Kennedy, you'll head over to San Juan. Here's a U.S. Airways A319. This is the Arizona Cardinals with service to Phoenix, Arizona. Southwest Maryland 1 getting ready to head out to Chicago Midway today. Another JetBlue Mosaic A320. This aircraft just arrived from Tampa. It's going to go park at Gate A3, where 10th anniversary is pushing back right now. And later this aircraft will make a flight to San Juan. Here's the U.S. Airways Express Sierra 200 Air Wisconsin with service to Pittsburgh. U.S. Airways A321 with service to Charlotte. Here's a U.S. Airways A320 just about to pull in the gate from Philadelphia. And then here's a U.S. Airways A319 with service to New York LaGuardia. And then a U.S. Airways A321 just arrived, or actually about to push back to Charlotte. Charlotte's heavy with A321s. They have 8 daily A321s. No, 7 daily A321s, 1 A320 and 1 A319. Beginning March 6th, it's going to be a daily A330-200 operating at 6:05 departure from Charlotte to Boston. Lands around 8:20 or around 8 o'clock, and we'll land. And then we'll leave overnight in Boston and leave Boston in the morning around 8 a.m. I believe. Here's another Spirit. This Spirit's heading to Fort Lauderdale, just like the other one. Here's a Virgin America with nonstop service to San Francisco. Here's a JetBlue Airways Plaid tail. Now this tail obviously is out. They don't have this tail anymore. It's actually a barcode now. But I mean, all these JetBlue models are very important. I think it's very important to have every single JetBlue model that's been made. So it's very key to put this in the airport. It's not. I don't really, I understand we're going to keep things realistic, but there's a point where, it's your favorite airline. You got to get all the planes. You got to throw them all in the airport to make it, just look like a JetBlue focus city. So, yeah. Anyway, so that aircraft is arriving from San Juan. And then we're going to go hop over here to Air Canada. Air Canada Jazz Sierra 200 with service to Montreal. Here's an American Airlines 757 with service to DFW. The biggest thing you'll notice from my model airport is the lack of American models, which is every airport has their weaknesses and pluses. That is pretty much the only weakness that I have right now is just the Americans. And obviously I will beef that up tremendously because, I mean, home airport's CLT, so it's the American hub, so obviously. So, I mean, that's the thing that doing a different airport brings out. It brings out what your weaknesses are and whatnot. Obviously, U.S. Airways is like my strong point with Delta, U.S. Airways, and AirTran and JetBlue are definitely my strong points. So I'm very strong in those categories. But I'll head back over to the other Southwest 738 and then the international side. But I'm going to get the United area real quick and the Deltas in Alaska. Here's a United A319 with nonstop service to, forgot if I had the one go to Washington, Dulles. Anyways, I think, yeah, Newark. I think I had the A320 go to Dulles, so that means the A319 goes to Newark. This is a Continental 757-300. I know that it's merged, but they do have a nonstop flight with the 753 from Boston to San Francisco. So I just thought it'd be kind of cool just to throw this in, just because. I mean, I'm not gonna put tape on and put United on there. It just doesn't. It looks tacky to me. But anyways, this is 757-300 with nonstop service to San Francisco. And then right here we have an Alaska Airlines. This is the All Blacks livery with service to Seattle, Tacoma. They offer 3 daily flights to Seattle, and in the summer it's a 739. They also offer nonstop service to Portland, Oregon, and San Diego from here. All 738s currently. And right here is a Delta MD-90 with nonstop service to Atlanta, and then a Delta 320 with nonstop service to Detroit. And then here's a Delta A320 with service to Orlando. Delta 757-200 with service to Atlanta. Delta 767-300 with nonstop service to London Heathrow. And here is a Delta A330-300 with nonstop service to Paris. Alrighty. Here's a Delta 757-200. Was just arrived from Atlanta. It's going to go to the gate. Delta is very huge. They have a pretty impressive route network from Boston. And Atlanta, they believe, last time I checked, it's about 12 daily flights with a mix of MD-90s, 320s, 738s, and 75s. So Delta's pretty big here. Here's a 319 that just arrived from Minneapolis. Right here is a Alaska Airlines 738 that just landed from Portland, Oregon. And we'll quickly get to Southwest. 738 arrived from Chicago, and it's going to head back to Chicago. This is the fun part, is the international fleet right here. All right, let's get started with Swiss Air A330-300 with nonstop service to Zurich. Here's a Lufthansa A340-600 nonstop service to Munich, Germany. Alitalia A330-200 with nonstop service to Rome. Air France right now operates the 777-200, but I didn't really want to buy the 777-200. Number one, I think the 747 is better to get, and number two, I don't want to get both aircraft. And number three, the summer schedule is the most impressive schedule at Boston because Lufthansa brings the 747, BA already has a 747, but Air France gets a 747. So I'll be able to park like Lufthansa 747. I'm gonna have him here for now. 747 and then 747. And it looks really cool. Anyways, this is an Air France 747 with nonstop service to Paris, and then Virgin Atlantic with their daily service with the A330-300 with nonstop service to London Heathrow. Next two aircraft are heading to London Heathrow. British Airways 747-400, One World, London service to London. British Airways triple with service to London as well. And then my favorite, the Green Machine, Aer Lingus, non-stop service to Dublin. I'm going to have to get the 330-200 probably, get that Shannon service in, but awesome, just awesome. All right, let's hit up the best part, which is what I saved for the last particularly, but I did forget this guy. This is Alaska Airlines 737-800 departing runway 15 left with non-stop service to San Diego. San Diego. All right. So this is probably the most special. This is the most special model I have. Back when I started collecting Gemini jets back in the old days, which is 2006, 2007 was when I first started. This was my very first model airplane I got. So this is JetBlue Airways 320 Bubbles Tail Song Blue. This aircraft is making a flight over to Denver, Colorado later. Then we have a JetBlue A320 Stripes with service to. I promised my close friends I'll provide them service with JetBlue. Obviously, they're E190 routes, so this is going to be a little fictional here. But friend's favorite tail, classic tail, is the Stripes A320. So this is going down to Philadelphia. It's flight 260. And then, oh yeah, this is my baby right here. This is my boy. Flew this aircraft. I will always say that every update I will say I flew this plane. It's JetBlue Flight 195 JFK to Las Vegas. This is like my prize jewel right here. Anyways, this is going to be JetBlue Airways flight. We're going to have this aircraft go to Los Angeles today because I already got a flight going to Vegas. Once again, this tail got repainted, but it's a real nice tail. It's just good to have. This is JetBlue. This is the 100th tail. This aircraft is heading down to Fort Lauderdale. And here's my baby right here. Now this is, well, I got two babies. I got Harlequin. That's my favorite tail design. Huge Harlequin fan. This was the day I saw this tail when first time I flew to New York on JetBlue. First time I saw that tail, I was like, all right, that's gonna be my tail. And ever since, up to this day, it's always been Harlequin. The only thing I've been bouncing between is blueberries or barcode, because of, you know, when you're JetBlue, you usually have a classic favorite and then new generation favorite, which is either Prism or barcode blueberries. So this has always been there with me. I don't know. Oh, we don't get A320 service, but I will dedicate this aircraft to Charlotte Douglas International Airport as JetBlue Flight 1245, and I'll come back as JetBlue Flight 1246. I already got this guy. And my other friend, his local airport is Baltimore / the DC airport. So this is, don't know off any, actually, yeah, I do know some of their flight numbers offhand. This is JetBlue Airways flight, this is the only one that comes to my mind. JetBlue Flight 1326 with nonstop service to Baltimore. They used to get A320s on Saturdays, but that has since diminished. It's just E190s, 6 daily, and then the weekend, or on Saturday, it's 4 daily. So, I hope you enjoyed this update. Made it long just because I get some extra talking in. And it's just so much to cover, so much with little time. But I really hope you enjoyed this, and thank you for watching, guys. Bye.